Hello! You're probably wondering where I went. Or not. 2020 was a shit show. I am so glad it's a new year. Not that everything's gonna be, perfect in this new year, but at the same time, it's a fresh start. It's time to create new, I don't want to say resolutions, but I want to say goals. Just thinking about this past year makes me really emotional. And I mean, to tell you the truth, it really tested me. It really showed me the type of person that I wanted to be, the type of person that I could be, the type of person that I'm working on. And sometimes God puts things into your life for a reason. I believe in chapters. There was a large chapter in my life that I thought that it was gonna last forever, and it didn't. And I'm okay with it now. I'm okay with it. I'm starting to find myself again. And that's what I really needed. I needed to be able to find that Christopher that started YouTube. That started YouTube for a reason, because I had a passion for makeup. And when other things enter your life that make you happy, you want to focus on that. And there was something that entered my life, and I put my 100% focus on that. And that was probably, I don't want to say that was a bad thing. I want to say that I needed to work on that balance. And I didn't have that balance. And I truly thought that I could and knew how to balance all of that. And it just didn't turn into that. And I mean, like I said, it was an experience, and it was something that I still cherish. And even though it ended kind of badly on my end, I don't regret anything at all. Obviously, it's a person. And, I don't wish bad upon this person. I don't, like I said, I finally got to a point where I'm okay with everything, and I'm okay to move forward. It's really hard for me to be very vulnerable on here. I went through a lot emotionally. I cried a lot. I was very angry. And I didn't know how to handle it. I reached out, professionally, and I was at my lowest low. 2020, I know, it affected so many people, so of course I'm not the only one that, has felt like this about 2020. It really showed me a lot. It really showed me a lot. Everything in my personal life started when COVID started. So that made it even harder, because not only was I having to deal with the pandemic, I had to deal with my personal life as well too. My life crumbling down. I had to deal with restarting my life all over again. And, like I said, jumping into trying to redo your entire life when everything was shut down was even more depressing. And, trying to find, my career again, and trying to figure out what was my passion, what was going to make me happy. And at that moment, nothing was making me happy. Nothing that I could think of could make me happy because of the circumstances that was going on. And I'm grateful for where I'm at now. What? What happened? You gonna be on my video? She has helped me through it tremendously. This is Moo. This is my baby. She's never been on my channel before. She literally has been my lifesaver. She's literally been there for me through all of this. And I love her, and to tell you the truth, I don't even know how I would have been able to get through all of this without her. And I appreciate her so much, and she's so loving, and she's so gorgeous and beautiful, and I love her to death. Okay, now get out of here. So with all of that being said, I am really excited because I am back at home now. I'm back in California. I am doing hair again. So I work at a salon, and I'm ecstatic. I absolutely love my salon family. I love that I'm back into doing my passion again. And that is one thing that I was talking about with a lot of my clients, is that one of my other passions is makeup, and it's really tough to get into makeup, I feel like, in such a small little town. I know I shouldn't really care what other people think, but it was a little bit easier in Arizona because we had clubs that I can go to all the time and be in full glam, and we don't have any of that here in my little town. So I guess I could say I get insecure about it, and I guess I really do care what other people think and what they're saying about me. Not that I've ever gotten into an altercation or anything like that because of it, but at the same time, I felt more comfortable when I was in Arizona and being able to get full glam and go to a club. It was really fun. Of course, right now it's a little bit different because that's not really happening, I mean, it is, but I mean, it's different for sure. But I felt definitely more comfortable. And here, we don't have that. We don't have clubs. We don't have, I mean, hell, we don't even have restaurants that are open right now, which is really horrible. But at the same time, I told myself that I need to get back into doing makeup again and feeling amazing and, bringing out that creativity. And that's what I love about my career in the salon. Hold on. I don't have corona, I promise. Excuse me. So I'm able to get my career back going, my creativity back going, and that was one thing I was lacking in Arizona. I wasn't able to be creative. I wasn't able to do what I wanted, and then also really focus on, my career and be able to live on my own. And that was hard. That was hard because I was really miserable. I was very unhappy. And I didn't have the support system that I needed in Arizona. And I think that's where I started to lose myself. I think I was relying on, an outsource to give me that support and that, motivation and that push, and I never got it. And, I never got it the way that I needed it. And so that's where I started to lose myself, because I never had been that type of person. I had always been that motivated person, that person that was so ambitious to think of like, what's next? What can I do next? What's the next possibility in my career? What can I do? And that's what I always focused on. And it always made me like super successful, and it made me the person that I am, today. And now that I'm thinking about it, I did lose that person, and that's what I'm working on again in 2021. So I just wanted to come on here and just make this little update video. I know that I didn't go into a lot of details, and like I said, I don't really like to put a lot of my life out there. I want to respect the other party as well too. Like I said, I don't wish bad upon anybody. I don't want this to be something negative, because it's not. I am in such a positive place now in my life in general, And I want it to stay that way. I don't need backlash. I don't need somebody to contact me and say, hey, you said this and that and that's not true. I don't need the drama. And that's also another thing, you know, actually, let me jump back into another thing, or jump into another thing that I was talking to about with my best friend, is that now with everything going on and everything that I went through, like I said, it was definitely a test. And you know, I got to the point where I don't let little things get to me anymore. I mean, if it's something that's irritating me, I literally just take a deep breath and I'm just like, I don't care. If I'm getting in a fight, like me and my best friend, we were getting in an argument, and it was over something just so stupid. And I literally stopped in the middle of it and said, you know what, I love you, and I don't care about what we're fighting about. It's not worth it. It doesn't matter whether you're right, I'm right, who's wrong. It doesn't matter. And I think not only did this pandemic help me with that, but also everything that how I used to react to a lot of situations in my life. And I seen that and I said, I'm not gonna be like that anymore. I'm done. I'm done with that. And I'm also done with negative people in my life. There was a lot of negativity for the past 3 years in my life that I don't understand how I allowed it. How I allowed it to stay in my life. It should have ended at the very beginning, to tell you the truth, because I am not a negative person. I am such a positive person. I used to be such a positive person. I mean, now it's gotten so much better, and I can honestly say that I'm so absolutely proud of myself. And I continue to be this positive person, and I could tell in, you know, every day, in every situation that I'm in, I'm happy again. I'm so happy again, and I'm not saying that in a way to be vindictive, because I know that, like I said, it's gonna come off like that. And like I said, I'm not trying, this is not a video to be like, oh, I'm happy, haha. Like, it's not even about that. Like, to tell you the truth, I can honestly say that I'm happy. I'm happy that things have exited my life, and I'm happy with the things that are coming into my life right now. And I can honestly say that I deserve that, and I have worked my ass off for it, and I'm gonna continue on, and I'm gonna be very, very successful. And because my mindset is there, and that's the type of mindset that I've always had. And for some reason in Arizona, I did not have that. Even going there and at the very beginning, I didn't have that, and it just trickled on, and I just tried to keep living. And I said, you know what? I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of this. And you know, it took a lot of negative things to get me there, but you know, I'm very spiritual, and I pray to God every single day, and He has guided me to where I'm at right now, and in a very positive light. So I'm very, very thankful. And I'm thankful for all of you. I absolutely love every single one of you, and I thank you so much for all your support. This is one of my 2021 goals, is to be more active on YouTube and to really, really, really be consistent, because that is one thing that I lacked, and I've lacked that for so long. I've had this YouTube channel for, I think, 5 years, maybe 6 years, and I haven't been consistent, and I want that. I want to be consistent, and I want everyone to see, you know, the me again, and to bring back who I used to be. And I'm very excited about that. So thank you so much again. I can't wait for all of you to see all my new videos that I'm about to post. Love you all.